During the two-day MRC International Conference, which takes place on the 2nd and the 3rd, representatives of the parties and regional and global experts presented and discussed the most up-to-date perceptions and innovative solutions around the main problems of the Mekong River and other river basins. The Lao government attaches great importance to supporting the cooperation with Mekong countries under the 1995 Mekong Agreement, affirming that the agreement helps Laos promote cooperation and sustainable and equitable development in the Mekong River basin. An international conference designed to discuss the current state of Mekong health and what needs to be done to strengthen regional cooperation for sustainable development of the mighty river began in Vientiane on Sunday.
My respects.
More than 800 water experts, policymakers, academics, representatives of civil society, and private sectors around the world attended the conference as an event leading to the 4th MRC Summit, which is scheduled to take place on April 5th.
The impact of the climate crisis.
In her remarks, UNICEF Special Advisor on Climate Action and Child Rights, Ms. Paloma Escudero, speak on the impacts of the climate crisis on the millions of children and families living in the greater Mekong River region.
Mention how the climate crisis.
According to her, the climate issues affecting the Mekong River are all directly linked to children's well-being and fundamental rights, their rights to survival and development, their rights to education, to shelter, their rights to clean water, their rights to healthy food and a clean and safe environment. All of them are at the core of the Convention of the Rights of the Child, or CRC, the most ratified UN convention in history.
In this conference, it's very important that UNICEF brings the children's face to the discussions about the impact of climate crisis in the Mekong Delta and River. It's very important because a climate crisis is a child rights crisis. It affects the right to education, the right to health, the right to a safe environment for 30 million children living in the Mekong Delta region.
Ms. Paloma said, "We are here not just to raise challenges, but also to provide solutions for the river, which is the foundation upon which the cultures and people of these countries have thrived throughout their history."
In this conference, we hope that all the regional leaders are going to be investing in essential services for the health, the education, the nutrition of these children, but also that children and young people are given a role in finding the solutions to protect the Mekong. It is not only us adults who have the best solutions in hand. Really, we need to be more and more involving young people and children of the region in the decision-making and in the negotiations, because what is at stake is their future.
Children are and can shape a greener future, but this must be accompanied by a range of crucial measures that governments in the Mekong region and worldwide must take to shield the most vulnerable from the devastating impacts of climate change. Clear action for a water-secure and sustainable Mekong for every child should be discussed in this conference, as well as the coming climate global events as the UN Climate Conference, COP28.
If we want to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, we cannot leave anyone behind, and especially we cannot leave any child behind. This is why it's important that each one of the 30 million children living in the Mekong region are present in the discussion and are protected in their essential right to education, to health, to a safe environment to live.
The 4th MRC Summit is a golden opportunity to come together and ramp up action on the Mekong, to include child rights issues in key basin policy directives and prove to our children that we do care about their future, giving them a say in their futures. The theme of the conference is Innovation and Cooperation for a Water-Secure and Sustainable Mekong, with this agenda designed to advance the MRC vision for 2030. More than 800 experts from around the world will convene for the conference in the Laos capital in Vientiane, the most to ever attend such an MRC event. They'll share the latest thinking and practice as well as deliver the key messages for the summit to address later in the week. Subakson Silapit and the news team reports from the National Convention Center.